Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, guys. Questions?
Geno, you guys were moving the ball, especially in that first quarter, in that first half. What were the bog downs that were happening once you guys get into the red zone?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to score touchdowns in the red zone. I mean, it's that simple. You know, they were playing coverage, pretty much playing Tampa 2, just backing up, kind of daring us to run the ball some of those times. And, you know, we took our shots and we didn't convert. And we all got to play better. I got to do better, you know, and got to be better for the guys.
Geno, how did Pete Carroll say he had some influence in the game plan? Him and Chip wanted to be more pass and play action heavy tonight. Just what were your thoughts on the overall game plan going into this game?
You know, I thought we moved the ball well. I thought we moved the ball up and down the field. I thought we started out pretty good. I think we punted the ball maybe once or twice. I think the only thing that I can say from, obviously I haven't watched the film yet, but we've got to convert in the red zone. You know, I don't know what our third down percentages were, but I felt like we could have done better on third downs as well. Keep some drives alive. You know, that's really what I saw. I thought the game plan was fine. I thought the plays were there. Guys were open. We just got to make more plays.
Geno, you referenced them daring you guys to run the ball. In the first half, there was 31 passes, well, 3 sacks, but 28 passes, and only 3 runs. Do you have the liberty when they're daring you to do that, to check into a run or to audible into a run?
Yeah, I mean, you can check into any play at any time, but would that be the right thing to do? Would you just go off script and just start calling your own plays? I don't think that's the right way to go about it. You know, I think the right thing to do is to do what we practice and what we're coached to do. And like I said, the plays are there. I don't think there was any issue with the play calling. The plays are there. Guys are open. You know, you guys watch the film. I know we got a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks who like to watch film and take screenshots and see where guys are open. So I'm sure you guys will see where the guys are open. For me, again, I just got to play better. And I keep saying this, man. If something don't look right out there, blame it on me, right? If it don't look right, blame it on me. That's all you can do. Blame it on me. If your kids mess up at school, blame it on me. Car break down going to work, blame it on me.
It's tough on the fly sometimes to implement new offensive linemen, moving players, but how do you feel like that operation went tonight with Will at center and moving Jordan to guard?
Yeah, I thought Will and Jordan did a fine job. I thought they competed their butts off. Again, they were up against a really tough front. I mean, they got great guys on that side of the ball, especially in the interior. But I thought they did a great job at just competing and giving me as much time as they could. A few plays broke down here and there, but for the most part, I was able to set my foot and get the ball off, and that's really all you can ask from the guys. Especially with Will, his first start, and Jordan moving to guard, and we're already down Colton. It's tough. And with offensive linemen, you want continuity. So those guys have just got to keep working, and I'm gonna keep leaning on those guys and keep preaching positivity to those guys. I know the world wants to get so negative, but I'm gonna keep preaching the positivity to those guys because they work hard and they deserve all the great things in the world.
Any other questions, guys?
Geno, this is the second straight game where a ball was tipped and led into the interception. When it happens in that way, how frustrating is that?
It's very frustrating, but it is what it is. It's an interception at the end of the day, and like I said, I'm never going to find an excuse. There's been a bunch of tip passes that have gone into the wrong hands, but that's just how football works sometimes. And I don't think that one play was the difference in the game. I think there were a lot more plays that we could have made that would have given us a better shot. But again, anytime you turn the ball over, it's a negative thing, and you don't want it. So put that solely on me. I got to do better. Guy made a play, ball tips up, got Johnny on the spot, and I got to find ways to not have a turnover in the game, which I will.
Geno, you said it's on you. You need to execute. You need to do better. But what do you initially assess when you look at the game? What can you do better? What can the team do better to be able to execute, to be able to score in the red zone?
Make the plays when they need to be made. I mean, that's really all it comes down to. It's a tough game. It's the NFL, and there's great guys all over the field. But we know when we get into the red zone, we've got to think 7 points and not 3. And our defense gave us the ball with the short field. We got to capitalize on that. If we want to talk about playing complementary football, when those things happen, we got to score 7 points and reward the defense for doing a great job. But today, we early on we settled for some field goals, and then they scored some touchdowns, and the game kind of got out of hand. But I think if we score touchdowns in those situations, we may look at it different. So for us, we just got to have that mindset and then obviously get it done.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Geno.